What's up, tube? I'm back in here. We're working on this damn thing again tonight. I had told you guys that I was going to set up the rear suspension, have some kind of a droop, because these little CC-01s are, they have about this much suspension flex, and so in order to make this thing a decent trail rig, I wanted to try something I tried on one of my crawlers way back, and it's almost kind of like a cantilever setup. So this is, if you got parts laying around, this is going to cost you $3.99. That's like nothing, okay? Just a little bit of time, and it'll gain you somewhere around 3/4 of an inch of flex. Now, I've already done one side on my chassis, and I'm a studio of one here, so I've already done one side of my chassis. I did this. I did this side, okay? It's not a driver's side or whatever. And just to show you, now this would be stock ride height, okay? Now I'm holding it up on one side. What I'm doing is going to allow that rear end. And this will just show you, because one side is going to stay stationary or stay where the normal ride height is, and the other side is going to drop out to where just put that thing on. So here you go. So what it is stock to what it actually will flex out to, and you still have all your shock, and it goes right back into place. So let's do the other side. I got this side to do, and we'll get it done now and see how many cuss words I use tonight. Yeah, things first is we got to take this tire off, and obviously, so I'm going to get this thing out of the way. Now I'm going to go kind of slow, but if you're if you're pretty good at it, you might have already figured this stuff out. If you did, awesome. But normal guys or new guys, which is what I'm putting this video up for, it might take just a hair longer. So now what we got to do is get this shock off of that pivot ball right there, brass pivot ball. And so all we're really going to need is a flathead. Now I'm going to have to turn this away from me because I'm right-handed, and I apologize, but trust me, here we go. Get this off. Okay, shock's out of the way. Now with the shock out of the way, you can see there's a pedestal that you mount right here. One screw up from the bottom, and that whole piece will come out. So we need to take that piece off because we're actually going to move some stuff around. So let's get it off right now. My handy dandy Fred Sanford screwdriver here. Alright, with this, I'm going to take the chassis and sit it out of the way for a minute or so. Now, what we have to do now is take that ball right there off. Damn thing don't want to cooperate, does it? But all you need, standard wrench, it's going to be this side, and back it out, baby. Don't throw it away because we're going to need this. What you'll have to find is 2 matching servo horns, okay? And you don't want them great big. Now originally I was going to use these buggers, and they come out to just under an inch. So I'm going to these, which takes it about 3/4 of an inch. Just give you a size comparison here, if I can. I'm all fumble fingered. Yeah, you see, one is maybe just a 1/4 inch longer than the other. And one day I'll have real cameras and crap, you know. So, but see, it's just about a 1/4 inch to an 1/8 of an, maybe about an 1/8 of an inch shorter. So I'm going to go with the shorter one because we don't want this thing to be ridiculous as far as the droop on it. So this one, now another thing to consider is that this one is straight. You see that? It's pretty straight. Now the one I'm using is kind of indexed off. You can see this. Let me get it. You can see. Kind of indexed to one side. I'm using these just so I can make sure I have the proper clearances. And all you're going to do is you're going to take this nut, take the ball and take the actual link end to your, or the smaller end of your servo horn, and just thread it in, man. And take the nut. I'm gonna take your driver and drive her home, man. Just send it home. And it's, look, that other one was perfect. Now this doesn't want to cooperate at all. Wait a minute. No, that's wrong, isn't it? Hang on. I bet I got it in there backwards. You know, that's what happens when you get old. Boys and girls don't get old. Yeah, I got it around backwards. Okay, that's why it's fighting me. So, rule number 1, be smarter than the thing you're working on, which obviously I am not. And oh yeah, that works a lot better there. So, Jesus Christ, really? If I wasn't doing this for the camera, it would it'd fall into place. Almost there. How long is this son of a... Jesus Christ. Okay, now that's out of the way. Gotta look over here. I can't remember what screw I used on that. Okay, I got it now. Now we gotta mate these two together, which is not gonna be hard at all. And now this is just a bunch of Tamiya screws that I had left over from all of these kits. So I'm gonna find one that's pretty much identical to the last screw they used. I don't think that's it there. I think it's a short one. And all we're gonna do is simply, you gotta read, one of the sides on this thing is gonna be a little bit more recessed. See that? So right here. So we're gonna take screw, put it right through the screw hole on that. That screw is gonna recess inside. Should. I'm gonna take this and just test run it. Send it home in here. Just clear out any plastic that might be in the way. Now, yeah, that's great. Now, this is our shock mount. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this little piece that we just made and simply just screw these two together. And you don't want to snug, you want to leave a little bit of play in it. You don't want to send it all the way home. I could have a shorter screwdriver, but no, oh God, no. It's too easy to walk out to the truck. No, let's just do it this way. Alright, I think I got it just a hair tight there, so I need to back off just a piece. That's a lot better. Jeez, that's a mess. Okay, so everything's screwed together there, and you see it's just kind of like just a pivot. Just gonna pivot like such. And at this point, bring the chassis back. Again, try to keep my screws together there. Things come in handy. Oh my God, did I really just do that? No, there it is. And let's see. These things. Yep, I did it right. Here we go. No, I actually sent it the wrong way. So let's back this around. Is that right? Hold on a minute. No, I'm getting all confused. Oh, gotta take it off, put it on the other side. Okay. It's kind of, that's gonna go in there like such, like that. Which one? That's got the high side on the front, so yeah. So we're gonna take this and now reattach it to our hanger right here. This screwdriver's like, wait, I could tighten screws in another county with this thing. All right, now we can set her back in. All right. Screw. I'm gonna step out here to the next town over and put this in real quick. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. It's coming in at too weird an angle, I guess. All right. Happens a lot. Okay. So now, what we got? My big old fingers is in the way. See, it's just gonna flex there. So now the last thing to do is to take that shock and sit it back on that ball, and that's it there, baby. Now let me grab a tire that I took off. Sit this back on here like this. And yeah, this ain't gonna get this. You're not gonna go out and comp this. You know, this is just something to give it a little more capability out on the trail or just out in the backyard or whatever. Well, look at the flex you gain out of that, and it works. God damn it! See? Well, I'll say it did. I'm supposed to get the other fucking way. Of course, I'm sitting here. There she goes. Now she's acting right. But it just folds up in there, then drops out. Now, let's see. There she goes. See, it just folds out. Was facing the wrong way. It just falls right down. Bam. That would be, let's see, right there would be the stock stroke, and just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. I mean, it's gonna, and this will work for me. I don't know if it'll work for you, but I just want it to be a little more capable. So what the hell, you know? So I'm happy with that. So yeah, that'll work. Here's where we're at. I have ordered to do the front end. I have ordered new axles, CVDs. I have ordered, I ordered aluminum steering kit for it because I can't make that stuff, and two little bitty pieces of aluminum. I'm going to give them a shot that I found on here. I don't want to throw the website out there yet until I actually try them and see if they do work, and if they do, then I'll plug the guy. And but those parts are on the way. God only knows when I get here. I know the axles were shipped today, and so they'll probably be here first. I don't think anything's coming from overseas, but who knows until I get actual confirmation that we're coming off of, I think one of them came off of eBay and the other one came off of Amazon, so I'm really not sure. But next up will probably be the links. We're going to have to make some links. I did find one piece of, I found one thing on here that we're going to have to kind of address, and that's the lower shock mount on this. They tie into the lower links on this truck. God almighty. So we're going to have to address that and see what we can come up with, and I'm sure something will pop in my head. I just got to think about it for a while. But hey, that's part two. We're getting, slowly but surely, we're going to get this thing to where it's a more capable rig out here. And when we do, I'm going to go out and I'm going to beat the shit out of it, just to show you guys what you can do with these really cheap, really fun to build Tamiya kits. All right. Catch you on the next one. You guys be good, yeah? God bless America. God bless all of you guys. And hey, this is for my boy out there on the West Coast. You the man. I like what you wrote. If we ever do cross paths, let's do that. That sounds like a hell of a time. Take good care. You're awesome, brother. All of you. Appreciate it. See you on the next one.